Star Wars is the train, the hover train that never stops.
You better believe it.
Yeah, if you think it's going to stop, you're wrong.
Toot toot express.
You'll be dead before it's dead.
That's right. It's gone express to Hogwarts. What are we talking about?
Star Wars, Mason.
Yep, it's gone to Hogwarts.
We're going to be talking about, in this video, every upcoming Star Wars film and TV series. One show.
Toot toot.
Yeah. Does that sound good?
All right, now it's coming up on station number 1. What's that station called?
Station number 1, Mason, in December of 2019 is Star Wars Episode 9. It caps off the sequel trilogy that was going to be started by George Lucas, but then it wasn't. I feel like The Last Jedi, and we've talked about this, kind of wrapped up the series as a whole. You're stifling a yawn there. Is that...
It's not Star Wars related, certainly.
Okay, it's not reflective on this.
I'm going to stick my head out of this train window and get some fresh air. I'm back.
Do you want to see this movie for one?
Yes.
And what do you want to see out of it for two?
I want to see the 12 people that are left in the rebellion, the resistance, go up against the First Order. I want to see that. I think that's going to be... that's got to be madness, and I'm excited for that.
You don't think there's going to be a time jump where there's more people in the Resistance? Lando's apparently showing up. Well, he's showing up. It's been confirmed.
I hope not.
He's got the entirety of Cloud City behind him.
Look, I'd like to see Lando again, for sure.
Yeah, so there's 13 people in the Resistance.
13 people, thank you, yes.
You got Nyan Num. We could probably name them all.
Yep.
Billy Lord. Carrie Fisher's back.
Yep.
Oscar Isaac as Poe Dameron. Greg Grunberg's apparently returning.
Greg Grunberg.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams' good luck charm.
That's it. So I think we're going to get a more fleshed out rebellion this time around than last time. I think Kylo Ren is going to have he's going to solidify his forces and his powers. I think there might be a bit of a lack of who's the villain now, really.
See, that's what 9 is going to determine and figure out. Because I guess if we were left in some form of ambiguity about the last one, it's what's Kylo and Rey, what's their deal? What are they doing?
They're going to kiss?
Are they going to kiss or are they going to kick each other?
Kiss
you know
or
what I mean?
kick.
Kiss or kick.
Yeah, that classic movie trope. Kiss
That's
or
right,
kick.
yeah. From When Harry Met Sally.
Exactly.
They're going to kiss or kick.
And the movie 300.
That's right.
Were they going to kiss? No, you got kicked.
That's right.
Into a well. I think maybe the Knights of Ren will play a bigger role, perhaps.
In the sense that they'll play a role at all, and we'll
Yeah,
see them.
play a role. We'll see.
Terrific.
Well, there was supposed to be, they might have been used as the Imperial Guards.
Yeah, right.
In the last one, that didn't end up happening, but that might have been a good use for them. All those guys were slaughtered, which I thoroughly enjoyed.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
But yeah, also there's been rumors that the Emperor is going to show up again, so
Ooh.
I don't really want that, but
No.
hey, anything can work or not work.
That's right.
It's a kiss or kick situation.
That's right, isn't it, though?
Next up, we've got...
I think you mean next stop.
we actually need to go back because this comes out before episode 9, but the Mandalorian in the latter part of 2019, which is going to be a series that focuses on the Outer Rim territories and a mysterious figure in a Mandalorian armor, but with the same gun Boba Fett had in the holiday special, which is a nice little inclusion. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen much of it as of yet. A few leaked set photos, that one official image. George Lucas has been on set. Jon Favreau was heavily involved.
Just wandering around, Lucas.
Bryce Dallas Howard's directing the episode. So is Taika Waititi, who's also apparently going to be in it. Probably as a sassy droid.
Yes.
So I'm very much looking forward to it. I think more so than episode 9. What about you? As someone who cares deeply about Boba Fett, Mason,
Yes.
are you excited to...
I'm concerned for his well-being as opposed to being interested in his affairs, really.
Yeah, right. So do you think he's currently being digested over 1,000 years, or do you think he got out?
I kind of want him to have gotten out.
Yeah, why? Just so he can fall into something else?
Yes! Yes, exactly right.
Yeah, so I think this is going to get, me, and I'm sure a lot of other people, this is the reason to get the Disney streaming service.
Yes, they're counting on it.
Yeah, so I'm also some Marvel shows that are coming that way also, but it seems like they're putting a lot of money into it. It's not just kind of a television spin-off, that it's set in the same universe, but the budget's clearly not there.
Yeah,
and
right.
It seems like this could really be something quite good. And that's back on the train.
Here we go. We're going past the episode 9. There it's gone. There we go. There's some people waiting, but we're going straight past them. Express.
It's
This one's got
yeah.
Express. And we're at the next station.
This next series of films, rumored to be a trilogy, but we don't know, said to be coming maybe the end of 2020, though again we don't know, is the Rian Johnson Star Wars series that's happening.
Gave him a series. Why not?
They did. There's been rumors that it's been cancelled and he was out, but for everything so far has pointed to him being still involved. It wouldn't surprise me if Disney do cancel this, because the reaction to episode 8 hasn't been as positive as they probably wanted. But I really want to see this.
Yeah, I mean, yes. I mean, I want to see it because at least he took a shot. I don't love everything Rian Johnson does, but he took a shot, and for me and a lot of other people, and you, I think, it paid off.
Yeah.
And so some people hated it, but again, I'd rather a big swing and a miss, I think, than, than another... I don't want from Rian Johnson another series of... There's another empire and they've got another series of big lasers and they're going to blow up the lasers.
I would love that.
I mean, it sounds pretty cool when I say it, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
But I mean, if you just put it in the hands of some hack, it's not going to be great. But at least Rian Johnson's going to be like, I'm going to take some chances with this.
Yes, absolutely. Well, this is what we know about this. This is what Rian Johnson has said. I'm trying to capture what is that. It's not the iconography that we recognize necessarily from the original trilogy, but what captures the spirit. What could be that for a kid who's never heard of Star Wars? It's getting back to the very fundamental questions of what makes it what it is. So kind of finding out what Star Wars is at its core and doing that, but also doing something that we haven't seen before in terms of, I assume, characters and locations and such.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's just not the same thing again with a different Luke Skywalker.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. I don't know what this is at all, so I'm very interested to see something different.
Okay, so of the three things so far, which would you rather see?
I don't know enough about this to say this is the one. I would still say The Mandalorian, but what would you say?
I think at this point probably the Rian Johnson stuff.
What?
Yeah, that's right.
We'll get back on that train, Mason. Here we go.
We're continuing this metaphor.
Next, we've got the David Benioff and D.B. Weiss from Game of Thrones. They're doing a trilogy, maybe also, of Star Wars films.
They're currently doing a trilogy. Let's see how far that goes after the first one comes out.
Yeah. So they'll wrap up Game of Thrones and straight into this. The rumor is that they're going to... Not the rumor. The speculation is that they're doing Knights of the Old Republic. Something that people have wanted to see for...
Or something in that vein.
Yes.
Something in the distant past of the Star Wars universe. With some old school Jedi Knights.
Yeah, I want to see what Shmi Skywalker's relatives were up to. Were they also slaves? Let's find out if that's what this is about, which it definitely isn't.
Maybe they were space train pilots.
Would they have space trains that far back?
Yeah.
Or
even
they'd be
better ones.
Yeah? You don't think they'd be bantha-pulled carriages or something like that? How much of the stuff, if it is a prequel,
yes,
how much of the tech do you think you'd like to still exist?
Good question.
Are they still using blue holograms or are they black and white holograms? You know?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the lightsabers sputter out every once in a while?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like that actually. But I mean, there's only because it's a Star Wars universe. There's only so far back you can pull the technology. I feel.
Yeah.
Like most of that would be cosmetic. I feel because you need to have a hyperdrive. You need to have lightsabers. You need to have that sort of stuff.
You need that stuff just to get anywhere.
Yeah, right.
The hyperdrive in particular, or a train pulled by a wampa or
exactly,
whatever.
Yeah. Wampa train.
Yeah. Well, if the stuff that we've seen that's not canon, a lot of the droids and the tech and everything are recognizable. Yeah, so it doesn't seem to have changed too much over the thousands of years. We also don't know when Knights of the Republic is going to be set, or this version, if it is this, which it very well may not be.
I think maybe also people are assuming it's going to be Knights of the Old Republic just because of the Game of Thrones connection.
That's exactly right, yes.
It could be something completely different. By the time they're done with Game of Thrones, they might be so done with Game of Thrones.
That's right.
They might have some sort of pitch document where they're like, it's even further in the future.
They could go forward in the future and do the Cade Skywalker storyline. You familiar with that comic?
Not really.
No time.
All right.
Mason, back on the train.
Toot toot.
We're going to visit some stations that are thoroughly broken down. We're not going to stop. We're just going to keep going.
Oh, that's a relief.
These are movies that are no longer being made, probably. First up, we've got the Boba Fett film. Have a look out the window. What does it look like?
Oh my God, he's got a knife and he wants money. Keep going. That's all right. He's fallen into a pit. It's fine.
I'm okay with this being cancelled, especially because The Mandalorian is happening. And a lot of the stuff I want to know about that character could be mentioned in passing.
Yes.
So that's fine with me. Yeah, I don't need to know any more about that character prior to the events of Return of the Jedi.
Toot toot.
Toot toot. Next up is the Solo sequels. Everybody was signed on. We're not getting them, it looks like. Ron Howard's pushing for it on Twitter. I think a lot of people really like Solo and would like to see that continue. There's definitely threads that are left hanging. We don't know it actually been cancelled, but I don't think they're going to make another one. But I think they'll probably explore that in comics and books.
There's already, as we've just discovered doing this video, there's a lot of stuff coming out.
Boy, is
I
there.
don't think people would miss Star Wars. The people wouldn't forget about Star Wars if there wasn't a Solo sequel.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly, yeah. Next up, this is the one that still maybe might happen, though it's never been officially confirmed or also officially cancelled. The Kenobi movie.
Yes.
That is the only anthology movie I want to see or have ever wanted to see.
Yep.
And I have no idea where it's at.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it seems to be in some kind of limbo.
But given that we got Solo,
Yeah.
the movie we got, do you, as someone whose lifelong dream has been more than anything to watch a Obi-Wan Kenobi Solo movie, do you think it would do the justice that you imagine it could? Do you imagine it will have the quality it could have?
Yes,
or that
if
you
they
want
don't
it to have in
hire and fire somebody and get the right people on board from the start.
But do you have faith they won't do those things?
No, I do have faith that they'll do it for this. And I also feel that this one financially would do very well. Because I know a lot of people shit on the prequels because they're frankly not good. But Ewan McGregor is great in those.
Yep.
And also those movies have a lot of fans.
That's
and
true.
I think bringing him back would bring in a lot of those people. And new people.
Yeah, right.
Because people love The Island.
There is no island!
And Down with Love.
Boy, do they, yeah.
And Moulin Rouge.
Paddington.
Specifically me.
Wait.
He's not in Paddington.
Was he? No, he's in the one with the bear.
The one where he fights the bear.
That's the one where he fights the bear, yes, exactly. Yeah.
Great.
And he's screaming to his two children, Christopher and Robin. Christopher, Robin, run! I'll save you. Arr!
General Kenobi!
The other one is, and this kind of surprised me, came out of nowhere. There was a Mos Eisley movie, maybe?
Huh.
Set in the seedy underworld of that place we've seen.
Yeah, I think maybe that's just the Star Wars Holiday Special.
It may just be, yeah. Oh, well,
Just put
yeah.
a golden girl in there and have her sing a song. And
Yeah.
you got yourself a movie.
Just one more drop, Fred, before we stop, Fred.
I quite like the Tales from Cantina book from the 90s,
Yeah,
and I
right,
like that Bounty Hunter book, but I don't really care about that. And
No.
I didn't know they were making it, but now they're not.
Oh,
so,
well.
toot toot. Keep on rolling. Anyway, what are people excited about seeing from any of these?
Yeah.
Or is Star Wars dead? Tell us. People have opinions on this, it seems.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favourite station to
Yeah.
stand outside the front of and smoke? Like a wayward teen.
Let us know.
Let us know, please.
Yeah. Death Sticks. It's a
Yeah.
Star Wars drug.
Death
yeah.
Star. Death Star.
Yeah. No, Death Sticks.
No.
It's in Star Wars Episode 2.
No, but I'm saying that kids would smoke the Death Star. That's what those exhaust ports are for. You just a bunch of real drop kicks just outside the exhaust ports, just giving it a big old sniff.
You convert the Death Star into a bong. Is that
Yes,
what you're saying?
exactly. Teens can do anything.
Anyway, so yeah, leave a comment on any of that if you want. Also, we have videos here every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. We also have a podcast called The Weekly Planet where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. That's all linked below or at the end of this video. Come along to the podcast, though. It's a good fun time. You like movies? So do we.
Sometimes we do as well.
Yeah, check it out. Thanks for watching this, though.
Grab that gem, you guys. We will see you next week.
Goodbye.